Greetings, family. AngelicSolutions.org. Angel is on the mic. And today we're going to be talking about the tiered fleet and geographic anchoring strategy, framework, system. Either one works. Tiered because this is a great way to establish professionals, to create a role model program, leadership, mentorship, etc. Right? And you tier it because it's not that you're separating them from one another. You're actually acknowledging their hard work and acknowledging their greatness of what they're doing and paying them and positioning them accordingly. This way, they feel honored. It's not like seniority, but they feel honored for their hard work. Now they want to come to work more because they've been acknowledged, right? And having it tiered, professional, and then newbies. You can have 3 tiers and pay them all differently. That way, there's a sense of belonging, sense of wanting to come to work as well. It's not about the money. Again, it's about the acknowledgement. Objective: to implement a scalable, merit-based system for van and route assignments that protects physical assets, minimize operational friction, and maximizes driver efficiency despite daily algorithm shifts, which we all know in the Amazon framework, daily algorithmic shifts are a thing. Number 1, the core problem, the rigid one-to-one fallacy. Attempting to assign one specific van and one specific route strictly to a single driver every single day is operationally fragile. When that driver calls out and that van requires maintenance, the system breaks. Furthermore, mixing highly professional drivers with inexperienced trainees in the same equipment pool breeds resentment, as elite drivers are forced to deal with the clutter and bad habits of left behind by novices. And we all know this is a headache. Number 2, what's the solution? The tiered fleet system. Instead of a rigid one-to-one assignment, DSP should implement a categorical tiering system. By dividing your roster into 3 distinct performance tiers, you can assign them to corresponding pools of vehicles. This creates a meritocracy, protects your best equipment, and isolates the operational risk associated with inexperience. The roster tiers. A, Tier 1, the elite pro group. These are your seasoned professionals. They execute flawlessly, manage their time, and maintain pristine vehicles. Through hard work and dedication, they can earn exclusive access to the pro van group, specific compensation, and even a cool vest with a pin on it with their name. Who knows? Tier 2, the core fleet. These drivers are reliable and get the job done, but may lack the meticulous organization and elite efficiency of Tier 1. Tier 3, the development group. Your new hires and trainees. The equipment strategy: dedicate a specific block of vans exclusively for Tier 3. This is not as an excuse for trainees to be messy or unprofessional. Rather, it is a strategic management decision. Management anticipates the inevitable wear and tear of inexperience and creates a controlled environment for it. This dramatically limits overall fleet damage and entirely eliminates the frustration Tier 1 drivers feel when inheriting a poorly maintained vehicle. Number 3, mastering route assignments, geographic anchoring. The common objection to consistent routing is that Amazon's system constantly changes route codes. Example, shifting a route from CX3193 to CX172. Countermeasures: not assign drivers to route codes, anchor them to geographic territories. Experienced dispatchers know that despite the shifting alphanumeric labels, routes operate within dominant geographical zones anchored by central neighborhoods or zip codes. In one of my experiences with the DSPs, one of the managers told me, "You get what you get." That's bad practice. And this was a DSP in Scottsdale, Arizona. By being proactive, analyzing the geographic footprints early in the morning rather than just reading the route codes, dispatchers can consistently place Tier 1, 2, and 3 drivers into the same physical areas they have already mastered. Redefining the nursery route myth. To achieve true professionalism, we must discard inaccurate terminology. And one of the things I've noticed within the DSP community and model is that there is a lot of hiding, a lot of misinformation, a lot of inaccurate terminology, and just words that are being thrown out that have no operational weight. Operationally, there is no such thing as a nursery route. I've never been in one. There are routes that are extremely easy and there are routes that are extremely difficult. That's it. Labeling a route as nursery creates a false expectation of ease. In reality, there are only structural variables. Short routes, long routes, dense residential blocks, and spread out rural stretches. Often, a geographically spread out short route takes significantly longer to complete than a dense long route. We must implement better internal metrics and vocabulary when it comes to the model. When a driver is dispatched, they should not be told they have a nursery route. They should be briefed on the specific density, drive time, and environmental scope of their assigned territory. Also, one terminology that I don't like is being rescued. There is no teamwork in that. There is no respect. How do you tell a man, I'm rescuing you? Yeah, of course, you're better than me. You've been doing this longer. So the whole rescue thing makes no sense to me. There can be another terminology used, and it can create better culture and synergy for the model, for the company. Number 5, implementation and operational culture. Executing this dynamic requires proactive dispatching and transparent communication with your team. Transparency, something that DSP doesn't practice very well. Requirement, merit-based access. Implementation strategy, publicly establish the criteria for entering the Tier 1 program. Make it an aspirational status that drivers actively work towards to secure better equipment privileges. Requirement, proactive dispatching. Implementation strategy, train dispatchers to visually map routes, territories, the moment they are generated, matching the geographic footprint to the DA who owns that zone, regardless of the Amazon route code. Data-driven briefings. Replace generic terms like easy day or nursery route with factual briefings. You have a low stop, high mileage rural route today. Expect longer drive time between stops. More debriefing, more detail. Makes the job a lot easier for the drivers. And going back to proactive dispatching, you can still always put the same driver in the same route regardless of the geographical zone if you're a great dispatcher and you already know how it ends and begins. That type of eidetic memory, which I believe in logistics is very important. People who have eidetic memory, photographic memory, are extremely good tools, great assets to have in the logistics world because they compete with the computer. Computers are great for that as well, for calculating and memory. And when a human being has great memory and great procedural a great procedural process in their mind, logistics is very easy for them. So you want to highlight those individuals that have great photographic memory and don't forget a thing. And as long as they keep repeating the same rinse and repeat method, they only get better at it. My takeaway, you cannot control the daily variables of the Amazon algorithm. No, but you can control your internal infrastructure. By categorizing your fleet, anchoring drivers to geographic zones rather than arbitrary codes, and using precise operational metrics, you build an autonomous, highly professional delivery ecosystem. Remember, this is your company. This is your business, right? You pay your taxes. You can run it your way, and you can make it a lot better. AngelicSolutions.org. This is Angel. Till next time.